Buenos dias, everybody. Cherry bombs and cherry babes. This is Ross Cherry coming at you from Chicago, Illinois, where it is cold outside, and it has been cold for the last week or 10 days. Cold. We're talking single digits and freezing and everything. So I had an experience this morning, a branding minute. Somebody has been trying to recruit me for their business, and this is what I've been doing for the past 4.5 years or so. So we're all guilty of it, but I've simply turned over a new way of thinking in terms of attraction and attraction marketing. No longer am I interested in taking a certain business, somebody else's brand, and proposing it to a prospect, to somebody else. You could say imposing it, which, hey, you know what? We're all just trying to do our thing. So I don't see it that way. I listen very nicely to him, and because I wanted to see what it's about. Plus, it's always good to file away nuggets in the back of your mind. When I owned a coffee shop, I was 24, 25 years old, and I owned a coffee shop here in Chicago, Illinois. And there were people who come in who really, sometimes people just act the fool. They were just idiots. I thought, but you know what? Sometimes they would say things that was the most intuitive, precise, intellectual, intelligent thing that anybody could have said. So even the person you think is acting the fool has something to say that's smarter than everybody else. So always listen to people. You could always politely say no. And oftentimes with people, and I'm sure this had to be done with me, you have to say no twice or a couple times. But what this did is this reinforced my idea into branding yourself, building a brand around you, who you are, and allowing people through attraction marketing to come to you. Now, the thing is, if you're into attraction marketing, it's a theory basically where you're able to put yourself out there online and offline with yourself, your content. You define who you are, and then the people who are interested will be drawn and they come to you. Now, it helps to talk from the heart and to really be vulnerable, which I have a hard time sometimes showing that. I want to be confident on camera and on stage, I guess you would say, but really just come as you are. And then of course it's all about doing the work and being consistent. So there's that as well. Going back to, all right, it's about consistency. There's so many things I'm saying here. You have to be consistent and put the work out. But also, back to the point here, people hate being sold. And what this gentleman is doing is he's into a company that he's very happy with. He's trying to build his business. And he reached out to me to see if I wanted to take a look and join. And I told him I was not interested. I had zero interest. Send the information over anyway. I'll take a look because, like I said, it's always good to hear what people are saying. However, I truly am 100% positive that I do not want to take a company first approach. Now, I'll be involved in things in companies, and this will go for it could be any network marketing opportunities. It could be for real estate. It could be for an automotive shop. It could be anything you want where there is something I'm selling in terms of a service that I'm providing for people. But no longer will this company be first. It's definitely about you. Okay? So when he was coming to me with this, I told him no, and I thanked him and everything, and then he sends another message. But oh, this company and higher rates this and that, and I'm like, it just really solidifies my thinking in that I don't want to do that. Okay, I don't want to do that anymore. So what I'm doing here with Ross Cherry is creating a strong personal brand. Okay, and this brand is really again giving value to other people. What I want to be able to do is help small business owners and entrepreneurs define who they are, really get to the core of being authentic. And I've had to do a lot of thinking and a lot of soul searching in this myself, because I have my hands in a lot of different things. And some people could say, oh, well, you're not really that into this, or maybe you have worries or beliefs or fears that people say you're fake and you're phony and you're not doing this. Let me tell you something. I do think that all this experience that people gain can be an advantage for you. You just have to pull it together in a way that obviously has to be authentic. And that's where the soul searching comes in. You have to find out who you are. And then do it in a way that provides value to other people, to the marketplace. And that's how you're going to get paid, okay? Help the other people first, and then it will help you. So I'm reading a book right now. It is called, let me hold this up. The Brand Called You, by Peter Montoya. And I am loving this because I've become so far into digital strategy these days, but it all starts with branding. Okay, it all starts with branding. What I love about that is that it's based on traditional forms of marketing, and then we just use the technological tools and strategies in our digital age and our fast-changing technological environment. It's extremely fast-changing, but it's so cool because I just think the doors have been blown off our society in terms of how money is made, in terms of how business is conducted. No longer are we on the 9 to 5. I mean, that's less the norm now than it's ever been from the time I was born that I could remember. Okay, so in this book, the Brand Called You, and this is really a great book, he says, selling is convincing. And you know what? That's what I used to do. And I catch myself sometimes doing that, and I don't want to do that anymore. Because what it does when you're trying to convince somebody of something in that way, where it becomes less at your core and more about, oh, but this and that, I just think you lose your power. And it's just not a place where I want to be anymore. If others want to do it, that's fine. It's just that's where I've been, and I do not want to do that. So I do not want to be convincing anymore. Okay, I'm just done with that, and it doesn't feel great. All right, so selling is convincing, and I don't want to do that. And then I'm going to go, see, let's wrap it up here. People hate to be sold. People hate to be sold, and I was doing that for such a long time, and I still do that, so I have to catch myself. That's why I like attraction marketing. You're pulling people towards you. You are becoming the magnet, you see. So what you want in your life, it's, kind of be mindful of it and vibrate in the sense that you put it out there. I guess, it's all the meditation stuff you hear, you visualize and you put it out into the universe, and what you want may be attracted to you. At least that's the way I'm going, okay? So people hate to be sold, but they like to buy. So what Peter Montoya says here is, well, when you create a strong personal brand that appeals to the emotions, and you're consistent and you hit your target market regularly over time, people will sell themselves on you. They'll form strong positive impressions of you and actually take credit for those impressions. So this phenomenon is the main reason personal branding is effective. It works its way into the organic decision-making process. Instead of selling, it gives people the information to sell themselves on you. Once they do, you've got it made. And that's the beauty of personal branding. And I've made a note here, and I'll do a branding minute about it. Personal branding is the precursor to attraction marketing. So I just wanted to come share my experience with you this morning of a gentleman, very nice guy, and but trying to sell me on his business, and I'm just not into it anymore. And my decision is so firmly made that I've taken on this new approach, this new branding myself, because I think it's pretty damn cool. I just love it, and there's a lot of places that I'm going to go with this brand. And at the start, it's about figuring out who you are and helping others. So anyhow, if you like what I've said here today and you'd like to continue receiving more information, my channel and my videos are going to be about personal branding and digital strategy. That's what's going on. I focus on small business owners and entrepreneurs, and I have a sub niche in real estate. I'm combining my passions of digital strategy and branding with real estate. So I really appreciate you being here and listening to the long-winded and babbling and everything like that. So please follow my page, subscribe to my channel. This is Ross Cherry, and I love that you're here. Thank you so much, and we'll talk real soon.